Everything you know about money today has you trapped. Grant Cardone said that. Watch until the end of this video and you will understand how to achieve a level of wealth and freedom you never before thought possible. As a matter of fact, your future and the future of your family and everyone you know depends on your ability to fully grasp this concept, so pay close attention. You were taught to go to school to get a job, working 9 to 5, as part of the slave race keeping the wheels of the matrix machine turning. Some banker you never met told your company CFO that a 401k plan is good for you, so you blindly invest in a 401k with your hard-earned money, only to lose 40 to 50% when the matrix decides you've had enough. You pay taxes because you believe that it's your civic duty and the law. Then you take what's left over after both the matrix banksters and the IRS steal their cut. You are enslaved. You are a part of the machine, a tiny cog in a massive wheel that won't even notice when you're dead, as you'll be replaced within a week. Do you ever stop to think about why? Why do you invest in a 401k? Because Dave Ramsey and Susie Orman said that you have to, or other financial matrix gurus told you to? Have you ever stopped to think about why these people are so popular? Is anything they are saying really revolutionary? No. You do this because you are surrounded by the promotion of it. Dave Ramsey tells you don't spend more than you can afford and invest the rest. Sounds like pretty common sense sound advice to me, but not worthy of so many bestsellers. No, these people are promoted by the matrix-owned media and corporations for the purpose of making you fodder, food, for the big banks. You see, the matrix banks and funds all own each other's stock. BlackRock owns Vanguard, Vanguard owns BlackRock, Tony Robbins promotes Vanguard in his book, Mastering the Game of Money, and Barnes & Noble combined with the New York Times make it an instant bestseller. So which companies are involved here? Tony promotes Vanguard and is made popular by the New York Times and sold through Barnes & Noble, right? Well, did you know that BlackRock owns more than 14% of Vanguard, which was promoted in the book, and they own nearly 12% of Barnes & Noble, which sold the books, as well as 8.6% of the New York Times, which promoted the book as a New York Times bestseller. I'm betting you didn't make those connections. See, no decision you make inside of the matrix is your own. You are groomed to believe what they want you to believe. So your work becomes money paid to them to keep them alive. This is how modern day slavery works. This is the matrix. You see, your 401k management fees, it pays fees to these banks between 1%, 3%. Dave Ramsey and Susie Orman convinced you that it was a good idea, and not just them, a lot of people. Maybe even your own parents. Then your company's CFO, who is golfing buddies with the banker at JP Morgan, confirms it. When you lose, it's nobody's fault because it's just the market, right? The rules of the matrix are that the matrix never loses. And you can win with them if you know what game they're playing and what those rules are. While the matrix machine is at the top of the game, running in the financial markets using profits to acquire nearly every major corporation you see, you can still win. This is what we show you how to do. We can teach you to become a legal, modern-day Jesse James, a Robin Hood, armed with nothing but an internet connection and your new skills. While their piece of the pie is worth trillions, the crumbs are worth billions. And with billions, we can achieve all that we will ever need and even change the world for the better. How can we do this? Well, it's simple. See, you remember that algorithm that I mentioned earlier? It's a machine. The machine has been working the same way for over 30 years, and it won't change. It moves markets and provides cash flow for the large banks to make acquisitions and fund their portfolios. As a machine, it moves in repeatable patterns that are easily recognized for those of us who are initiated into this inner circle. These patterns allow us to discern where price is going next with extreme clarity and accuracy, so we can make our money and get out. Think of it this way. When we look at charts, we see a door forming. Okay, I want you to visualize this for a second. Close your eyes and think about this. You see a chart. and you see a door forming in the chart. This door is a door to a bank vault with trillions of dollars in it. Trillions of dollars in it. When we see the door forming, we turn the key and make the trade. As the door opens, we virtually reach into the vault and pull out cash. Then the door closes and we wait for the next door to form. You see, this is our job. Our job is to know when the door is going to open and when it's going to close. As I told you, this is a repeatable pattern. And if you know how to recognize it, you'll never look at markets the same way again. You'll look at every market as an opportunity because its signatures of the algorithm are everywhere. Remember I told you that BlackRock owns nearly 12% of Barnes & Noble and habitually publish content from Dave Ramsey, Sue Zorman, and the like? They also publish retail trading concepts that trick people into losing their money into the algorithm. People following trend lines and charting patterns that look like flags, pennants, triangles, M's or W's, all of it's nonsense. This is why people think our chosen market of Forex, indices, and metals is very risky. Most people can't win with these retail concepts, so they think that the whole thing is risky. Well, we know exactly what they are doing, and we aren't falling for it. See, do you know why even the major hedge funds can only make 25% a year? And why we can make 5% to 20% in a month? They are food for the big bank algorithm. We show you a world where you can trade along with the big bank algorithm and legally cut into their profits. That's the world that I want to introduce you to, and that's the world that you're on the edge of right now. Never underestimate the ability of a small group of concerned citizens to change the world. Indeed, it is all that ever has. It's time for you to unplug from the matrix. Click below.